Okay, so what kind of situation do we have at the moment on NZD JPY? Now, from a daily perspective, what do we have? We have a market that clearly has created this very nice, basically wedge formation. So what does it mean? It means that the market has been creating higher lows and lower highs. So basically consolidating inside of this region. So from a daily perspective, there is indecision, right? Now, if we go and see what we have from a weekly perspective, we can see that on the weekly, everything is much more clear. Why? Because on the weekly, we can clearly see that the market has created this very nice impulse, followed by this very nice retracement. And what do you expect after the market creates an impulse and a correction? You expect the market at least to try to make the next impulse to the downside. Now, if we take our Fibonacci from the high to the low of the impulse, what we can clearly see, the market has gone to retest the 50%, created a fake breakout above this level, closing above and then back below, then went for a retest of the 50% and started this move to the downside. Now, this is exactly what you expect. Basically, when the market creates a fake breakout, the market breaks above, breaks back below, goes for a retest of the level that basically had created a fake breakout at, and then basically the market is supposed to reject that area to the downside. So everything acting according to the rules of the market, no basically a problem on that. And what kind of situation we have now on the daily, it seems that we are managing to break below this structure on the daily and basically this support. So support given by the trend line and the structure. So previous support that hopefully will turn resistance. Now, if we go to the situation from a COT perspective, so what hedge funds are doing at the moment, basically from an NZD perspective and a JPY perspective, let's see their positioning. Now, obviously we have new data coming out today, but let's see what kind of situation we have at the moment. Now, from an NZD perspective, what we can clearly see is that overall there is some basically indecision. More or less, net positions are remaining the same with a lot of hedging by part of institutions and big speculators. On the other side, if we go and see what is the situation from a JPY perspective, situation is exactly as we would expect it. Why? Because during a period of uncertainty, money should be flowing to a safe haven like the JPY. Therefore, JPY should get stronger with longs from an institutional perspective outweighing shorts. And in fact, we have 56K longs and 29K shorts with net positions going from minus 56K all the way up to the positive 32K and now 27K. So JPY getting stronger. NZD, we can expect it to get a little bit weaker, but we still don't have a confirmation of that from a COT perspective. And from a technical perspective, on the weekly, we want to see a move to the downside, and on the daily, it seems we're managing to break the structure to the downside. Now, how we will be approaching this with students? As usual, we will be reactive in the market and not predictive. So if the market will manage to break this area to the downside, so both the trend line and the structure support that will be turned resistance, then if the market will actually manage to break on the retest of this level, what we will be doing with students, we will be monitoring price action inside of this area from a 4-hour perspective, waiting for the market to provide to us one of our valid entries. And if the market will manage to provide to us one of our valid entries, then we will be taking a nice short with a good risk to reward and good probabilities for the move to the downside. But you have to be very careful on the retest of this area on what kind of price action we will have from a 4-hour perspective, because the market likes to create fake breakouts of counter trend lines. So be very careful on the 4 hours, what kind of price action we will get, and we will be simply waiting for one of our valid entries to present itself. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis and education, make sure to drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you, and I will see you in the next video.